Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy TCG Discussions, and happy Super Bowl Sunday. I am coming at you with a Banlist discussion video. That's why you actually get to see my face today. I want to apologize for not being able to upload this right away. I have been just super busy the last couple of days, and I wanted to give you guys my opinions on this Banlist. I think it's both good and bad, and I'll get into the reasons why I think that it's bad later. I'll go on like a 2-minute rant. So once I get finished the unlimited section, if you don't want to hear my rant about trickstars, I suggest that you just cut the video. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Down in the comment section below. Also, let me know what you guys think of the ban list. What I can do to make the content of this kind of discussion video better later. I'm looking into how I edit videos. I'm actually just doing these like literally all through like one thing. I don't really rehearse, so I just kind of do it off the cuff. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think I can do. If you guys have any tutorials or editing tutorials that you can send me, suggestions that I can use to help make my videos better, please let me know. Without further ado, let's get into the ban list discussion. Yeah, we're going to start with the forbidden list, and we're just going to go right through. Blackwing Gofu, Dandelion, Double Iris Magician, Maxi, and Skullcrobat. Gofu, it kind of needed to go. Free Deco Talkers. I mean, I was okay with it at 1. I was okay with it at 3. I understand why people didn't like it ever. So, yeah, it's okay with me that if it goes. Dandelion, yeah, I see why. Plan FTK is no fun. Dandelion was used also in a lot of stupid late combos, so probably need to go. Double Iris Magician and Skullcrobat Joker. This was probably the most shocking thing on the ban list. I was okay with these hits. I was not okay with the timing of these hits. You just released Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. You just released it like last week, and there's already a ban list addressing the one deck that everybody wanted it for. Like, that was just a very low move, in my opinion. I just do not think, I just don't think that it was one of the best moves Konami's made. That being said, I've seen a lot of videos of people posting up different variants of Pendulum Magicians you can now play. So I don't think the deck's by any means dead. So take heart, people, and yeah, definitely check out videos. I think YugiTube and Lithium 2300. Shout out to those guys. I watch their content all the time. They have links to ways to make Pendulum Magicians good. So yeah, and last card is Maxi. Needed to go. It was one of those cards that people wanted at 3 or at like 0, and yeah, the problem with Maxi was this, and this is why I think it needed to go. It searched out hand traps, basically. Like, it allowed you to draw into cards that could stop your opponent from playing, and Maxi was already tempting your opponent to stop playing the game. So, like, I just did not agree with it being, as long as, like, we had such powerful hand traps, I did not agree with Maxi going up at all. Yeah, needed to go. And I just think that Maxi was just like Vanity's emptiness in hand trap form. Onto the limited section, Towers, Apple Cliff Fort Towers, Grinder Golem, Damage Juggler, Firewall Dragon, Monster Reborn, Spiral Resort, and Solemn Judgment. 2 of these cards are throwback gift cards. So I say throwback gift cards. Like Monster Reborn, there's like a new pack that like you can get it in now, like if you spend product at Konami official store. So that's kind of cool. That's why they brought that off. And I don't think it's going to do very much. Solemn Judgment, same thing. I think it's going to be like one of those clutch cards. I actually like Judgment off at 1. As long as it's not at 3. That would be scary. But Judgment at 1 is pretty cool. Spiral Resort, yeah. Yeah, that needed to happen. It wasn't the hit that I wanted. The hit that I wanted was Sleeper Ban. And this way, Spirals could be like a little Link deck. That was just my opinion. That's what I wanted for the deck. But I can see why this is the case. Like, it is the way that it is. Firewall Dragon to 1, yeah, need to happen. There's just no other way to get around it. This card, since its release, has been a part of FTKs and loops on decks that just create bad lockout boards. So I was more than okay with Firewall going to 1. Damage Juggler, it's okay to try it. I'm not sure how it's going to pan out, but I think that it could probably come back to 3 and be okay. Grinder Golem, again, this is one of those things that I understand why they did it, but I'm not okay with the timing of it. The reason is, one, we don't even have an announcement for Security Dragon. Like, unless they're like planning on including it in a set that they're selling very soon, I don't see the reason why this was even an emergency. Also, people have like been collecting grinder golems, paying absurd amounts of money, and Akashic Magicians, and picking those up, and everything else for the possibility that this card's coming out. And this isn't even like the most problematic card like of cards and links right now. The most problematic card of cards is probably the Crystal Link Monster, because it's so easy to make like just disgusting boards with it. And Grinder Golem sacrificed your normal summon, and I was completely okay with you giving up a mechanic to like kind of do that. Although a lot of people viewed it like Gofu. Like, if Gofu's banned, why is this card even a thing? And I can see that, like, I really can, but it's a timing issue. Like, we didn't even have it in the meta at all. Like, Grinder Golem did nothing. Literally did nothing. It has done nothing. It has never done anything once in this meta. It's not like that, like, we just had a tournament, and the reason why everybody had, like, there was a deck that had 90% representation, and it was 100% because of Grinder Golem. Like, that has never been a thing, and it will never be a thing, and it would never have been a thing had it been in our meta, and now it will never actually ever get to be a thing. Apple Cliff Fort Towers, yeah, like, yeah, Clive Force needed support. They got support in the unlimited section as well, but I was okay with this. I'm okay with that card going to 3. I'm okay with them having the ability to have it at 1 just to try it out. I see what they're doing. That's it for the limited section. Semi-limit, nothing. Nothing was semi-limited. Unlimited. So Moral Tech, Blackluster Soldier, Envoy Beginning. We got Card Trooper, Bionic Dragon King of the Ice Barrier, Brain Control, El Shaddai Fusion, Future Fusion, Mind Control, Preparation of Rites, Sacrifice, Bottomless Trap Hole, Ceasefire, Ojama Trio, Torrential Tribute. There is not a lot to say, even though there's a lot to say about the unlimited list, but there's like not a whole lot to say. Moral Tech kind of catches my eye just because it's like, you know, now Artifact and Vote can go have their field days. Yeah, BLS. BLS is one of those things where, like, I think there's not a deck that can play it well right now, but it's going to be one of those things, like, if a deck comes out that can play BLS really well, that's going to be a problem eventually. But, I mean, we'll see. Card Trooper 3, I like it. Troop Goop Scoop. Bionic Dragon King of the Ice Barrier, I like it. It wasn't doing anything. Brain Control, not seeing much play. El Shaddai Fusion, I get it. I really do. I'm okay with it. It is what it is. The only thing that you could caution, because Construct's not back, is that it's now more of a problem with like dinosaur stuff. I mean, but that's okay. Mind Control, wasn't seeing much play. Preparation of Rites, I kind of like this card, right? I think I like this card coming back. It's not what Necros needed, but it helps. And I think that, like, I really think that, and I'll talk about more why in a second, that Necros needed more support than this. And I say Preparation of Rites, I mean, Heralds can play this card. Like, other decks can play this card, but, like, Ritual decks. But, like, the main deck that would play this is Necros, and they needed more than this. The Preparation of Rites is not enough. They needed probably Brio to 2, Unicorn to 2, and, like, I don't know, Shirt to 1, something like that. That's probably what they needed. Sacrifice, yeah. I mean, they have... It's better than putting Scout up, and I think with the their Clyfort Genius card that it's okay that they have it. Bottomless Trap Hole to 3. That was kind of surprising, but it is what it is. What it is. Ceasefire, yeah, not doing much. Ojama Trio, okay. And then Torrential Tribute, like, I don't understand why they think that monster destruction, monster removal is the most important thing. What we need is for them to give us back row destruction. Like, I need to be able to play Harpy's Feather Duster and clear out my opponent's Trickstar Reincarnations. That's just what I'm going to say right now. And I'm going to get to this. This is the part where I was not okay, right? This is the part of the ban list that I'm not okay. So, rant incoming on Trickstars. How did Trickstars dodge this list? If I'm Konami TCG, and I'm looking at decks that have affected, impacted the meta, how Trickstars was not a part of this at all, I don't understand. I don't know if it's because they're releasing Droll and Lockbird and they think like, oh, well, Trickstars are going to be the deck that plays Droll and Lockbird the most. No, like Droll and Lockbird as a hand trap has now found out to be very good in stopping people from searching a lot, and it's going to be played by people. But to leave Trickstars untouched is just the greatest slap in the face to every top deck that it competed with. Like, the top 3 decks were, and I'm pretty sure these were the top 3 decks in my meta before this ban list. Metal Foes, not Heavy Metal Foes, but Pendulum Magicians with the new Heavy Metal Foes Electromite, Spirals, and Trickstars. Those were the decks, okay? And the Heavy Metal Foes Electromite Pendulum Magicians are now only going to be there for 5 days. Spiral's getting, like, its final acts, and, like, its curtain's coming to a close. And somehow Trickstars just managed to, evade this. For those of you who don't know what a Trickstar deck does, there is a trap card called Trickstar Reincarnation, which is searchable off Candina, which is Candina searchable off of the field spell, and the field spell searchable by Terraforming, which is at 3. So basically there's 12 ways to get this trap card, and it just loops your whole hand. It banishes it. It banishes all 5. And if Droll and Lockbird's in your hand, whip-de-skippy-doo. If you searched a card, activate Reincarnation on the ad and chain Droll and Lockbird. So then your opponent can't play the game anymore. Like, that is so stupid. And the other way this deck wins, burning you to death. Like, it is a hand loop burn deck. Why, Konami? Why? Like, this is going to be one of the worst formats we've ever entered into. Just because of this deck alone. And there's nothing fair about it. Nothing. Like, there's no good ways to address the deck. Droll and Lockbird's the best way to address the deck. Every other card pales in comparison. Ash might stop the Reincarnation. If they have multiples, whipty-skipty-doo. Like, it doesn't do anything. There's not enough. There is not enough to stop this deck, and I don't understand why they thought leaving Carnation at 3 and leaving, like, Droll at 3, or there was no hit to the deck. No Candina, no Licorice hit. And if that wasn't bad enough, they have an OTK that if they have multiple Licorices in hand with one Candina, they attack directly with the Candina, and then they chain Licorice, chain Licorice, chain Licorice onto the one Candina. They can kill you and burn you with the field spell to death. There is nothing fair about Trickstars whatsoever. And I don't understand how it dodged the list. I personally think that this list is both good and bad for that. It's bad on a few fronts with the timing. Like, I think that the double Iris and Crobat hit were a slap to Pendulum Magician players. I think that the fact that Grinder Golem was hit before it was ever, like, you know, a thing, that was bad timing. And Trickstar somehow managed to, like, avoid the ban list. So, my personal opinion, I think that Trickstars will be now the best deck of the format, free. Like, I just don't even think even with what Pendulum Magicians are going to be able to do in other archetypes that it's going to matter. And this is why, like, decks like, you know, like Necros need more than one stuff, because if I have Brio and Unicorn to hand, or I search Brio to hand, they flip Reincarnation. Well, that's it. It's like go first or bust now. And that's just that in my opinion is very poor. Not to mention, they did nothing to Scapegoat, which is just free Borreload. They did, like, and they needed to do something to that. Like, if Gofu and Grinder Golem are on this list, like, Scapegoat had to be. It is a card that protects life, and it protects Trickstar players from dying. It gives them a free Borreload Dragon or free Link plays, which none of their, like, cards that they summon, they really care to have. They can just use it for Link fodder to make better, more powerful monsters. And it's just insulting. Like, and to me, like, that was just absolutely insulting to, like, leave that deck untouched. It was basically saying, hi, but we're just going to create a Trickstar format. So we'll see what it does. It's probably going to have like a 60-70% representation at the next regional, and they're going to be like, well, we might have made a mistake and might have to actually hit the deck. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this ban list discussion video down below. I realize it's kind of long. But, hey, thanks for watching. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoy the Eagles versus the Patriots. And I am TCG Discussion signing off. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.